Hey, what's up, guys? We're back here with Nico. How's it going, Nico?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Are you from Yakima?
No, I'm not. I'm originally from the Dominican Republic. I was adopted and then raised in Spokane, Washington. Been out here about 5 months now. Probably one of the most intense cities I've ever been in.
How, at what age were you adopted?
5 months or a year old. Not quite sure which one. Little
Oh.
details are hazy. Don't know much about it. So,
Do you get to see your adopted family? Do they know about your situation?
nah, no, I've never met them.
Your adopted family?
My adopted family? Oh, they know about my situation here.
Yeah.
We don't talk. We don't talk, and I'm probably never going to talk to them again, to be honest. So.
Why? What happened?
Just rough family stuff. Being adopted is tough in a biracial, biological family. Religious as hell. It's tough. So a lot of kids, homeschooled. So just a lot of stuff I had to figure out for myself. So
So you said you don't get to see your biological family either, huh? You've never gotten to meet them?
never met them. So
Would you want to meet them, or
no, they gave me away at a young age. I don't really need much more closure than that.
how old are you?
38.
38. And how long were you homeless in Spokane?
Serious since I got back from the military. So probably going on 10 years now.
And then you went from Spokane over here. How long did you get here from Spokane?
About almost 5 months ago, or maybe a little over 5 months. Time's a little bit
What brought you
hazy.
to Yakima?
DOC violation. They brought me out here to finish 3 days, and then I've never been back since, and haven't been back yet.
How do you compare the homeless population here in the Spokane?
I feel like it's about the same per capita, but the homelessness in Spokane is really bad, and the homelessness now here is really bad too. So, I think it comes down to how bad you want to get off the street. I think how bad is your addiction if that's your problem, how bad is your mental health if that's your problem as well, or if you got both. If you have dual diagnosis, such as a lot of people do, it's really rough.
You mentioned you were in the military. What branch were you in?
Army.
How long were you in the military?
4 years.
What job title did you have?
I was a cook, culinary arts, 92 golf.
Oh, okay. Did you do any substances when you were in the military, or do you do any at all right now?
I just kind of drank because I was kind of a late bloomer. I didn't really get out and see the social side of life until I left home, until I joined the military. So I just drank, and I thought that was normal. I didn't really experiment with any drugs either until after I got out and got back and started suffering with mental health issues and struggling to find other ways to cope with the issues I was facing.
Do you do any substances out here currently?
Yeah, almost everyone.
Almost everyone. How do they make you feel when you're on them?
They kind of make me feel good about myself for a couple of hours a day. I hate myself most of the time. I think about suicide every single day. I have attempted it before, and I keep thinking about doing it again. So I just feel like life and people are just better off without me around. So.
And why do you feel that way, man? Like,
because I can't just seem to get shit together. I either touch somebody for the good, but most of the time it just seems like I'm a walking plague, and I end up just hurting people.
Well, I'm sure you're not a bad person, man. Like you got to look at things more positively, you know. Like, I mean, shoot, man, you did what like less than 1% of people do, which is go in the military, you know.
Yeah, but then I came out and squandered all that, and I became a felon and a drug addict, and I became the thing I despise most.
But you can change that though, bro. You can over time you can change that, you know. But you still have done something that most people wouldn't even do, you know? Like, going in the military is not easy. I know. I was in the Army. Like, it's not easy over there, you know? And
how long did you do?
I was in for 4 years.
Okay, thank you for your service, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Like, but yeah, I need to do a follow-up with you, bro. I need to make sure that you're doing better, too, you know? Like you got to look at things more positively, bro. I've never seen you in Yakima, to be honest.
I'm new. I stay to myself. I don't cause problems. I've been kind of getting vouchers. Then they just told everybody that they're not doing vouchers anymore. I called the VA about housing and vouchers, and they said they weren't doing vouchers, and they didn't have any money for vouchers either. So
really?
Pretty
Who'd you
much.
call from the VA?
Dave Brown, somebody at that
From
office.
the county?
Yeah.
Have you called Clint or Kevin from WorkSource?
No.
Yeah, you need to get a hold of them, bro. They're over there in Union Gap. I can try to get you their numbers after the video.
Okay.
But yeah, they're. I used to work for them. They're real good guys, and they help out veterans pretty well. Like I said, I used to work for them. Remind me after the video, bro, and I'll get you their number.
Okay.
Dang, bro. And so, how do you feel that homeless people view homeless people?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you feel like, do they treat each other good, or
No.
Okay.
It's almost like a war zone. We should be trying to build each other up and work together to get off the street, not work together to keep everybody in the street and then worse off from getting better. Looks like everybody's a little jealous of somebody else's come up. Like if they find out something's good for you, they're gonna try to ruin. Someone's gonna try to ruin it for you. So it sucks that you have to keep everything to yourself. If you start having good things happen to you, keep it to yourself. Because if people start finding out, the chances are they're gonna try to ruin it.
What's like the worst thing that you've seen out here in the streets?
Somebody robbing from someone that was dying.
Dying?
Faking like they were giving CPR to somebody and watching them pickpocket that person and steal their wallet as the dude was having a heart attack.
Wow.
That's about as low as you can get. I mean, I've done some pretty messed up stuff in my day, but that is a whole different level of low.
For sure. Damn. What's your message for the youth, man, about homelessness, about substances, all that?
Stay in school, regardless of how annoying and how boring it is or how much you hate it, how much you hate your family or your parents. It's your job to hate your parents. And parents, be patient with your kids because it's their job to tell you they hate you and want to pull your hair out. That's why you get gray hair. It's a blessing. And kids to the youth, drugs and homelessness isn't cool. I don't care what kind of music videos or videos you're watching that make it look like and endorse and globalize the issue that it's cool because you're considered an individual and you're traveling the world. That's not the type of travel you want. Just stay in school and you'll be able to travel whenever, wherever you want on a positive note. Knowledge is your superpower. Embrace it. It's the best superpower you're ever going to get.
For sure, bro. Where'd you sleep last night, man?
I haven't slept in about 4 days, and I've been hanging out with in a buddy's room, and it's just in a hotel room, and it's just nonstop people coming and going. And as a vet, I got really bad PTSD issues, so it's hard for me to relax and calm down. So honestly, I haven't even slept in the last 4 days.
Wow. How does that affect your mental health?
Crazy. It starts making me see things, go paranoid. I start getting angry and snapping at everybody, and I kind of start wanting to hurt people. And that's the scary thought for me because that's one of the only things I was ever good at.
What's that? Hurting people?
Beating people up.
Oh, shit. Did you ever have to do that in the military?
Yeah, a few times. And then I came out and turned it into a sport and started doing MMA for about 6 years. Probably the longest time I was ever sober.
Oh, wow. Has that helped you out here in the streets if somebody's tried fighting you? The MMA experience?
Honestly, it helps me every day, anywhere, whether or not it's physical or mental. But honestly, I haven't really been tempted. No one's really tested it yet, but I can feel it coming. One of the gifts in the military is discipline, and I can tolerate a lot of stuff and a lot of abuse, verbal and physical, from people before it makes me want to retaliate. And I always say, hey, I'm not here to save myself, I'm here to save you. So.
For sure, bro. And so what would you contribute to you not being able to sleep the 4 nights? Would it be
Drugs, substance abuse, drugs as well, on top of the people always being there. But it's like I use drugs and stuff to stay aware and stay on top of the fact that there's people around, because people steal from you anywhere and everywhere. Every time I go to sleep and wake up, there's shit missing every single time. There are people that call you friends next door to you, don't know what happened because they don't give a shit or they're in on it too. So, yeah. I'm learning to adapt to this type of lifestyle a lot faster than I wanted to. Not that I wanted to live this lifestyle in the first place, but it's a different chapter in life, and it sucks because it's cold as hell out here.
I feel it, bro. It's like 20 degrees.
Yeah, and for Yakima, where I don't know where all that money's going that you're getting, that's supposed to be putting homeless people in your buildings and properties. From what I understand, you've gotten millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, and people are still out here freezing to death and dying. So Yakima, get it together or we're coming.
For sure, man. I heard about a guy at Starbucks that he froze to death like
Yeah.
a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, and there was a couple that froze to death a few days ago.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about those. Dang.
Yep. So, and in Spokane last year, I think there was something like 380-something people that died of the cold. This is supposed to be Yakima's worst and coldest and longest winter on record. So I feel like it's going to be a lot more to come. A lot more, and I might be one of them.
Dang. What message do you have for any family or friends that end up seeing this video?
leave me alone. I'm better off without it. I'm better off without you, and you're better off without me. Don't waste your time. We've never been family in the first place, so let's just face it.
Would it be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
If you want, sure.
I appreciate it, man. And could I do a follow-up for sure?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome.